House of Assembly crisis throws Edo into turmoil. There were drama and intrigues on Thursday as 17 members of the Edo State House of Assembly removed Speaker Francis Okiye and his deputy Roland Asoro. The removal of the loyalists of Governor Godwin Obaseki is a culmination of more than 1 year of bitter power play, which began with the inauguration of only 10 of the 24 members elect in the 9th of June 17, 2019. Efforts to get the governor to issue another proclamation to allow peace to reign failed. Even the intervention of the National Assembly did not persuade Obaseki. Obaseki insisted that 14 lawmakers elect loyal to former All Progressive Congress APC National Chairman Adams Oshiomhole did not present themselves to be sworn in. They stayed away from legislative activities while asking Obaseki to issue a fresh proclamation letter for their inauguration. But there was a twist yesterday when the 14 lawmakers elect were inaugurated at an undisclosed location in Benin and elected Victor Edoro as Speaker after unanimously removing Okiye at an emergency plenary session. They were joined by 3 former pro-Obaseki lawmakers who declined to follow Obaseki to the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and pledged their support for APC candidate Osaige Ize-Iyamu. This makes it 17 members. The new speaker in his inaugural address said the 7th Assembly would focus on its legislative duties. He called for unity, saying there is no victor, no vanquish. Edoro urged Inspector General of Police Mohammed Adamu, Commissioner of Police Babatunde Kukumo, and other security chiefs to eject the thugs that invaded the Assembly complex so that today's plenary session can hold. They visited the police commissioner after their sitting. The lawmakers had tried to gain access to the House of Assembly on Ring Road, Benin City at about 9 a.m., but the assembly had been besieged by security agencies and protesters. Pro-Obaseki protesters chanted solidarity songs. As the 14 lawmakers-elect could not access the House, having been locked off by the protesters, they left. The governor and his deputy came to the complex and condemned an alleged bid to take over the House by force. Moments after addressing reporters, carpenters climbed the building and began removing the roof. The symbolic mace on top of the complex was removed. Okiye said the complex was under renovation and that the presence of security operatives at the entrance scared the contractors and workers away. Outside, trucks dropped 4 heaps of gravel, granite, and sand right in front of the assembly complex. Addressing reporters at the assembly complex, Obaseki said he would always protect the legislature. He said, "I want to assure you that as the governor of Edo State, I will do all that is within my constitutional power to protect the sovereignty of the legislative arm of government. Nigeria is governed by laws and the constitution of the country. Mr. President has always insisted that we must follow the rule of law and do things according to the law. Nobody in this country is above the constitution." Addressing Okiye, he said, "Mr. Speaker, go about your normal duties the way you should and the way the Constitution prescribes. For us as the executive, we owe you the entire instrument available to us constitutionally to protect you and to protect the state." Deputy Governor Philip Shaibu said the government would not allow other members of the assembly whose seat had been declared vacant to take over the House. He said the 14 lawmakers-elect were yet to be validly inaugurated, urging Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari to save the assembly from being destabilized. Okiye said he and his colleagues will do everything to protect the assembly's sanity. He said, "I am happy His Excellency is here. We are inundated with various rumors and all kinds of threat calls last Wednesday night. On Wednesday, in our sitting inside Government House, we acted on a very reliable intelligence report that these people from Abuja were coming to invade the House to take over the sovereignty of the House and sacred nature of the House, and we made it clear to the public. Unfortunately, the former Speaker, Yekini Idiaye, was one of the cohorts to be used, and members were not comfortable with that. I do not have the control. Members raised the motion that his office must be changed. We are going to keep vigil here to forestall the alleged illegal invasion of the House by anybody. Meanwhile, APC governorship candidate Osaige Ize-Iyamu congratulated Edoro on his election as Speaker. He described his election as the end of a deformed and lopsided democracy in the state. Edo APC Media Campaign Council, through its spokesperson, Prince John Mayake, quoted Ize-Iyamu saying, "I am happy to receive the news of the emergence of Right Honorable Victor Edoro as the Speaker of Edo State House of Assembly. His emergence marks an end to the lopsided and deformed democracy, ushering a new and reformed era of inclusive governance and non-discriminatory politics. Edoro's emergence is also a victory for the people of Edo, for the constituencies previously sidelined, and for the House members-elect who had been unfairly denied their elective rights to represent their constituencies in government. Personally, as someone who has known Edoro for a long time, I am convinced by the great personality he is. I am sure that this joy sweeping across Edo as the shakeless of tyrant breaks today will not be temporary." The campaign council declined claims by Obaseki's camp that Ize-Iyamu and APC facilitated the arrival of policemen from Abuja to block Assembly complex. The council said the APC does not control the police and other security agencies. It also accused the state government of carrying out several onslaughts against the constitutional independence of the legislative arm of government by attacking its member-elect and denying them representation. My people, this is all that went down yesterday. At the moment, APC is denying any involvement with bringing police to take over the assembly complex. And on the same hand, they are accusing Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki as being responsible for the act. It's quite interesting. And guys, the Governor Obaseki has instructed the Speaker, Francis Okiye, to go about his duty as normal and ignore everything that is going on, that he's still recognized as the Speaker. It's quite shocking what's going on in Edo State. We know just yesterday, Atiku raised an alarm of impending danger ahead of the Edo governorship election. We'll get more details to you as soon as they unfold. But guys, if you haven't given us a thumbs up here, do give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe as well. Click on the subscribe button. It really does mean a lot to us. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye for now and God bless.